Here's the truth. I spent over $25,000 trying to clear my acne for 15 years, and I made every single mistake that I think you're making right now. Because you've also wasted thousands of dollars trying to clear your skin. Maybe you've tried a new topical, a new supplement, you've gone to a naturopath, you've gotten GI mapping testing done, right? None of it's worked, or it's worked for a little bit, and you feel so frustrated. And I get it. I want to walk you through the 4 mistakes I made trying to clear my acne naturally and what I wished I did instead. Lego. Hi there, my name is Therese, and I struggled with terrible acne for 15 years until I finally cleared my acne naturally by creating my very own lifestyle plan to clear my skin, my Clear Code. I've helped thousands of women clear their acne naturally without random supplements, the birth control pill, or another round of Accutane. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video. I think you spend upwards of 1 hour at least a day trying to Google research, figure out what's happening with your acne, am I right? And I have a feeling that it's absolutely draining the life out of you, right? I did this too. And in fact, the biggest mistake that I made was that I was constantly researching and buying new supplements and topicals and skincare literally every week to fix my skin. There are 2 main problems with this approach, okay? The first problem is that I would try these products, use these products without fundamentally understanding what they did or why I was using them. I would Google a little bit. I would say, oh, hey, that kind of sounds like me. I would start something supplement-wise or topical-wise, try it for a few weeks, and then kind of stop because I either wouldn't see results or my skin would get worse. Here's what I didn't understand at the time, but supplements were just a band-aid fix on top of a larger problem that had to do with root acne triggers that I wasn't addressing, like hormones, blood sugar management, gut health. And these supplements couldn't rebalance my hormones. They couldn't address blood sugar management. And if they weren't paired with these lifestyle adjustments, I was just going to keep having these same problems over and over again. The second reason this approach didn't work is that bouncing from one skincare line to another or one ingredient to another skincare ingredient is a recipe for disaster. Trying different salicylic acid, benzoyl peroxide, natural skincare lines, mandelic acid, lasers, tretinoin, all of it made my skin worse. They were either the wrong products or I would end up in this like endless purge cycle. Do you find yourself there where like you start a new product, things are okay, and then your skin starts purging? I got caught so often in this purge, flare up, kind of calm down cycle, and it just felt endless. I also didn't have a clear direction or a clear plan on how to support my skin from the outside in and the inside out at the same time. So I was constantly just shooting in the dark. The second mistake I made while trying to clear my acne was that I tried to DIY a nutritional plan without having the background to support it. Here's what I mean. When I was trying to clear my acne, I worked in finance. Okay. I didn't know anything about nutrition. I didn't understand the fundamentals of skin, dermatology, none of that, right? But I thought, hey, if I can just do the research, if I can just Google enough, I can figure this out. I can TikTok my way, Google, Instagram research. I can pull together a plan. I know I can do it. I'm going to do it. Here is a list of a few things that I tried to clear my acne. I went paleo, I tried keto, I tried veganism, I tried removing dairy, I tried a juice cleanse, I tried removing sugar. I got countless facials and spent hours at Sephora picking out new lines to try. I also got endless topicals and oral prescriptions from doctors for tretinoin and adapalene different gel, and nothing would work long term. But each time it would work for a little bit, and or maybe I would feel a little bit better, especially with some nutritional changes. So I thought, okay, I'm kind of on the right path. Does this sound familiar? But then inevitably, mid-cycle, so I'd ovulate, or I'd get my period, so I'd be PMSing, or something would happen very stressful in my life. My skin would break out and I would be back to square one. I'd be back to Googling for hours at a time. I'd be constantly scrolling, trying to find the thing. But here's the problem. Acne clearing is so much more complicated than this. Putting together not only a nutritional plan, but combining that correctly with a topical routine, a supplement routine, and stress management in a way that really addresses the root of the issue is very, very hard. Think about it. Your acne is caused by a mix of the following 6 root acne triggers. You have blood sugar issues, gut health challenges, hormonal imbalances, topical misuse, stress management, and overall inflammation. Each of these topics is its own specialty. Here's what I mean. Blood sugar management, for example, true management, not just restricting sugar, removing sugar, etc., requires a deep understanding of metabolic function and its response, reaction in the body. It's not simple. Gut health is also very complicated and multifaceted. So for example, we have 3 pounds of bacteria from here to the other end, literally 3. And the majority of this bacteria is good bacteria. It helps us prevents us from getting sick. And taking a probiotic and calling it a day isn't going to cut it. If you struggle with any type of like constipation, leaky gut, gut health challenges, you already know this, right? Topical issues, for example, so dermatology, right, is an entire specialty that medical professionals go to 10 years of school to understand. So now that's just 3 out of the 6 root acne triggers. Those each could be studied in medical school for years at a time. And the reason I'm pointing this out is because I know you're frustrated from trying so many different things. I know that you feel like you're constantly spinning your wheels. And I just want to, I guess, reassure you that you feel that way for a reason. The reason is that it's so complex. I spent approximately 15 years on this DIY cobbled together hamster wheel plan. And until I found my Clear Code, until I created my natural acne clearing plan, the Clear Code, I stayed on this hamster wheel. So I understand where you are. The third mistake I made trying to clear my acne is that I kept looking for the one thing that was going to clear my acne. There had to be a blood test, right? Or a hormonal panel, or some type of GI mapping test, right? Or there had to be a topical routine that if I just did in the exact right sequence at the exact right time was going to clear my acne for good, right? I actually just hinted at why this approach doesn't work, but let's go a little deeper. And we discussed this in our Clear Skin Masterclass recently. You can grab the link to that below. But that being said, there isn't one thing that's going to clear your acne, which kind of goes against maybe like what logic would tell us and or what we've seen, right? We all know that person who started that new topical routine and who's never had acne again, or who used Accutane one time, never has had acne again, or who went on the birth control pill, her skin has been perfect ever since, right? We all know that person. They are not us, but we know us them. And we think to ourselves, if I can just find that thing, it'll be perfect. But that hasn't worked for you, right? And I have so many new clients and applicants to the Clear Code that come to us having done hormonal panels, GI map tests, food allergy tests, sensitivity tests, all the tests, and they have no more clarity on what's causing their acne or what to do about it than they did before, and they've wasted money, time, energy, and mental space on it. I have a whole video on why I don't recommend blood tests for acne. You can check it out there. But the reason these tests don't work is because acne is systemic. So 6 triggers, I'm going to put them back up on the screen really quickly. We have these 6 factors that are contributing to your acne, right? And they have to be, number 1, assessed correctly before you start any plan. And number 2, they have to be addressed correctly within a plan that you can actually sustain. This is what's missing every time you go to the dermatologist or the gynecologist and they throw another pill, hormone cream at you. They aren't looking at the whole picture. They aren't asking what contributing factors could be leading you to be struggling with your acne. On the reverse side, what we do instead in the Clear Code is we go deep. When clients join the program, we develop an in-depth health profile for each client, not only looking at every root acne trigger, but your medical history, personal history, topical routine, supplement routine, everything that's worked and hasn't, to really understand every factor that's impacting your skin. The old way of trying to clear your acne with a pill, cream, hormone, so that one-size-fits-all solution has to be replaced with a holistic assessment of all of your root acne triggers, combined and crafted into a specific lifestyle plan that you can actually sustain. Now, on that note, the 4th mistake I made trying to clear my acne was that I didn't ask for help for someone who would actually clear their acne for good. Instead of just watching or observing or gathering information, I needed to ask for help. And I know this sounds kind of like, well, okay, duh. But let me know if this sounds like you. You are a driven woman. You're accomplished, you're disciplined, you have done most of the things you set out to do in your life. So maybe you've run half marathons, you've gotten your master's degree, you got a promotion. None of these things have been hard for you because you can always generally accomplish what you set out to do. But acne clearing has been different, right? And that's how I felt. I decide I want something and I go get it and then I get it usually. But spoiler alert, that didn't work when I tried to clear my skin on my own. Let's talk about what clearing your acne the old way really means. So the old way of clearing your acne meant buying more skincare or another supplement or both together on repeat. Trying harder, just doing more research, spending another hour on TikTok, or removing dairy and gluten again. Or trying keto again, versus the new way of clearing your acne naturally, versus the new way of actually clearing your acne for life. You have to address all 6 root acne triggers in sync inside a structured, customized, and sustainable plan. Because without addressing all of these factors together, blood sugar, hormones, digestion, topical misuse, inflammation, and stress management, you stay on this hamster wheel of new topicals, new supplements, new routines, and you could stay there for years, maybe 15, God please no, or maybe even 3 to 5 like most of our clients in the Clear Code. What finally cleared my acne and what's now helped thousands of women clear their acne for life wasn't a miracle topical or a new supplement plan. It was a strategy that I ultimately crafted called the Clear Code, a personalized lifestyle plan that helps you assess and balance all 6 root acne triggers together so that your skin can stay clear, so that you can be done relying on Band-Aid solutions and endless guessing, internet Googling games. This strategy is a 3-part framework that changed everything for me and my clients. So here are the 3 parts of the Clear Code framework that you need to get clear skin for life. So the first thing you need is clarity around your 6 root acne triggers. And we use our Clear Code diagnostic tool to pinpoint which of these 6 root acne triggers is causing you challenges and to what level. So we go over all of these 6. The second thing you need is personalization. So when we build out your personalized Clear Code plan, we define a cycle-synced 8-week meal plan. We define how to support your gut, hormones, and nervous system, what skincare to simplify or remove, and how to structure your days to reduce stress and inflammation. The third thing you need to actually clear your acne for good is support. Because you have to be able to sustain a clear skin plan, not just follow it for a few weeks and then burn out, and or be really clear on whether or not what you're doing is working, right? And we actually help you do this every step of the way with live coaching, community support, and real-time tweaks to make sure your skin keeps improving week over week. Missing even one of these steps can significantly stall your progress. And most programs, doctors, skincare routines only look at 1 or 2 of these factors, which is why you've struggled so much. So I like to point this out because, again, I know you. You are not a woman to be trifled with. So I really want you to understand that I feel for you because I know you've tried really hard. And I just want you to know that you're not failing. It's not that like you're incompetent, which is how I felt. You are just trying to solve a very complex problem without the training to do it, which is impossible. I know how exhausting it is to feel like your skin controls your calendar, your confidence, your career. I mean, I have canceled dates a lot. Cried in Sephora on the streets of New York City, which is where I live, right? When I had acne and when I finally got the full picture, right? When I finally defined my Clear Code, I felt peace and I felt safe and happy to look in the mirror again. And if you're watching this and thinking, I am so ready for that too. I am so ready to stop guessing, to stop stressing out every time I feel or see my skin flare up, to stop spinning in circles about another topical routine, another supplement routine, another dermatologist visit, then I want to personally invite you to apply to the Clear Code via our Clear Code Discovery Call. On our call, we'll uncover what's keeping your skin stuck, we'll identify the missing piece in your healing journey, and define the next step to creating a clear skin, simple, sustainable lifestyle for you. And if the Clear Code is a good fit or not. I'll actually be really honest with you about whether it is or not. We are very selective for a reason. I want to make sure the program is going to change your life, which is why the program's application only. So if you want to click the link below and apply to see if we can help, I would love to see if we can support you on your clear skin journey. And that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you know anyone who's struggling with their acne, please make sure to send this over to them and make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.